remember, the definition of being wealthy is living completely off of the interest that your money makes for you. When you're not in that position, the money that you spend is attached to your time, the time that you work for it. So when you give away money and you have to work for that money, you're also giving away hours of your time. Time, look, money you can make back. Time you can never make back.
True.
But guess what? When you're in a position of wealth and you give money, you're not giving away your time. Because when you're wealthy, your money's not attached to your time, so you can give freely as much as you want because you're only giving away money. You're not giving away hours of your time.
That's right. A solution.
Man, look. Frugality is a wealth building tactic. It's a wealth acquisition tactic, being frugal. But it's a short-term tactic because long-term frugality is basically just poverty.
Wow.
I don't agree with that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm in it to secure a major bag for myself. Like I said, man, the definition of true financial wealth is being able to live off of the interest that your money makes you.
Wow.
To be able to live your desired standard of living, your desired lifestyle off of the interest that your money generates for you. You always have a bag with that method. You'll always stay wealthy because you're not spending any of your principal. You're not spending any of your own money, the money that you personally work for. You're spending the money that your personal money makes you.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't hold dollars. When I hold dollars in my hands, I don't look at these George Washingtons as dollar bills. I see them as employees. Little motherfuckers that work for me.
That's
you know
right.
What I'm saying? So that's how I view my money. You know what I'm saying? Nothing can stop me from that mindset, from that mind state, because I've just been exposed to too much wealth and power.
Tell me about it.
See the difference, man. There's a difference in the way people walk and talk and feel when they got it compared to when they don't.
That's right.
You know? And the point of these masterminds is to leak the value that we've been able to retain for ourselves out into the world for the masses to grasp and understand. So if I'm working for my money and I make $20 an hour doing whatever I do, and I go eat at a restaurant and the restaurant tab is $40, I just paid $40 in dollars, but I also paid 2 hours of my time. That 2 hours I can never ever get back.
Never. That is true.
You know me?
Absolutely.
So we have to understand that when we're on the bottom, we have to understand what things are costing us intrinsically as well as in actual dollars, actual currency. People are keeping jobs for their entire life when a job is really intended only to stack up money. It's not intended to pay bills. A career, on the other hand, is, look, a job, the difference between a job and a career is a job is something you need. A career is something that needs you. You get me? A lot of people are in a position where they need their job because if they lost their jobs today, they would be completely unprepared. They would have nothing. They would lose everything they have, and they'd be in dire financial straits.
Wow.
76% of Americans are not prepared in the event of a job loss. If they lost their job today, they would lose everything. They would have no way to pay their bills, no way to maintain a standard of living. And this is the difference between a low-value individual versus a high-value individual. A high-value individual, first off, they know their worth. They know what they're worthy of. You have to feel like you're worthy of financial peace of mind. You have to feel like you're worthy of being able to separate yourself from your job at any time. Most people who are working their jobs now, if they won the lottery and they got rich suddenly, they would quit their jobs because they hate where they're at. But ask those same people if they love their jobs today, and they say yes. They have to trick themselves into believing that they love their job when they fucking hate the shit because they're not being treated the way they want to be treated. They feel like a lack of control. and they're hanging on to an illusionary type of security that doesn't exist. Jobs are not secure. Jobs might be safe, but they're not secure.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So, and it's okay to have a job. It's completely okay. There's nothing wrong. Just understand what a job is for, and understand what a career is for, and understand that if you want true financial peace of mind, it is a must that you utilize your job and not just have your job use you. You utilize your job to stack up an emergency fund for yourself. Prepare yourself for 6 months of your current expenses ahead of time. So you always have a cushion. High-value employees build cushions for themselves. Low-value employees just rely on the current income, the current wages that they get, and hope that the job and everything stays the same. The economy is stable, and they just hope for the best. High-value people prepare for the best. They prepare for the worst, but they expect the best because they're prepared for the worst. So they have the best. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So, yeah, this is what we're getting into, man. This whole mastermind shit is really about really shifting the mindset, because the mindset shift is absolutely required.